Hey everyone, my name is David Dunbar, or the Theme Park Evangelist. So, I actually meant to do this YouTube video last night, but oh my goodness, I was just so tired. Funny story is, I don't know if I'm dealing with a cold right now or not. Like, my throat actually kind of hurts, and I did take some um, throat spray for it earlier, but it's still like kind of irritating me, so I'm like, oh boy, I hope I'm not like coming down with a cold or anything. So I guess time will tell. And of course, I'm like so desperate for a haircut, but I'm also looking at my bank account and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to come up with that kind of money anytime soon. I would say probably not until my next paycheck, which is fine. So I'm at least willing to wait till then. Oh, it's just because of the fact that next Wednesday I'm supposed to be with my brother in Cincinnati, and he happens to live like literally 5 minutes away, if that, from Perkins. And I legitimately have not been to a Perkins in like who knows how long. So I'm like, hey, Jonathan, why don't we go to Perkins next Wednesday for breakfast? And he's like, oh, sure, why not? We're both off that day, so I was thinking about going over there after work next Tuesday and spending the night with him, taking the air mattress with me, the whole 9 yards. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. Hold on. All right, I'm back. But yeah, if I remember correctly, I was just mentioning how I have not been to Perkins in a long time, so I thought that would be kind of cool to do. Anyhow, so yesterday, Publix supermarkets in Central Florida, well, that's where their headquarters is at, made a huge announcement. Publix is officially coming to Kentucky, their eighth state. And of course, it's not going to happen until 2023, but still. And I really, really want to talk about this. In fact, I'm going to talk about Publix's new big competitor, Meijer's new big threat. Yes, obviously, Publix's new big competitor coming up here to Kentucky is going to be Meijer. And we're going to go into that in a little bit. So, first of all, where is Publix going? It's going to Louisville. And, obviously it's not going to happen until the end of 2023. It's going to hope open roughly an hour and a half away from here. So, I mean, not too bad from here, but still, it's like, Lord willing, they'll eventually get up here to Florence, but I guess time will tell. In the meantime, of course, I guess I'll just have to be patient and wait and see how things go and everything. So now I wanted to go into more or less how is this going to affect Meijer. So Meijer has only had one competitor the entire time it's pretty much existed up here in Kentucky, and that's been Kroger. And really, is Kroger much of a threat to Meijer? Not really, no. Like, to be honest, there are some people that are like, ugh, Meijer, how dare you, do this and do that. And, excuse me, Meijer does have one huge advantage over Kroger. Meijer, and that's something else that Publix does very well too. This is the one thing that Meijer and Publix have in common. The sale prices that you see in Publix or Meijer is a set sale price. Like, that's it. Whatever you're buying is the final price when you get to the checkout. Kroger, what you're seeing most of the time is not always legit. If you see something that says, oh, buy this and save money, like, say, for example, like, I sometimes I want to go get the iced coffee, and it says it's on sale for $3.77. Well, it's only on sale if you have their Kroger Plus card. Now, obviously, you can get it for free. You can literally scan your Kroger Plus card and save money. You can also get an account and do all this rigmarole and have your phone number linked to your account, and then you just put your phone number in every single time. Here's the thing, though. Kroger could care less if you don't have your phone number with you or if you don't have your Kroger Plus card. I'll tell you why. So, One time I didn't have my Kroger Plus card on me, and I didn't have my phone number linked to my account yet. The bread was on sale if you had a Kroger Plus account for about $2. And I came in, I knew I had a Kroger Plus account, but the thing was, I didn't have it with me. From what I was told, some cashiers are really nice and they'll have a spare Kroger Plus card behind the counter that they'll scan for you. But it's very rare that you get that special treatment. So, more or less, what ended up happening was I let I tried putting in my phone number. 1 second. Sorry, I thought I was going to sneeze there. Um, so I tried putting in my phone number. Obviously, I didn't have anything linked. Try at least twice, and I said, unfortunately, I don't have my Kroger Plus card on me. And basically, the cashier just looked at me like, do I look like I care? And it's like, you're either going to pay full price or you're going to give me the bread and you're just going to walk out with nothing. And I'm like, really? And it's like, it's so sad because if I were at Meijer and I wanted the same loaf of bread, guess what? I would have paid a lot cheaper of a price. So if I had driven extra further to go to Meijer, I probably would have ended up paying $2. So in a lot of ways, yes, I would say that overall Meijer is probably not even slightly concerned about Kroger being in their way because Kroger does not always have the advantage on Meijer. Trust me. The only advantage that Kroger has on Meijer is the fact that A, their headquarters is in Cincinnati, so B, they're everywhere. And that's it. Like, literally. But honestly, that really isn't much of an advantage. Because Kroger has a lot of disadvantages too. I would best compare Kroger to Winn-Dixie. No, not everybody that watches this YouTube video is going to agree with me. A lot of people like Kroger. I respect that. I shop at Kroger myself, but that doesn't necessarily mean I like it. I mean, for crying out loud, I don't even have them liked on Facebook. I shop there because of the convenience, but I really could care less about Kroger. No offense. Like, personally, I would rather go to Meijer. And at the same time, it's kind of awkward to go back to the Florence Meijer because that's where I used to work. And it wasn't the greatest environment in the world either. And I'm not, crazy enough to drive all the way out to Alexandria just to go and get some groceries. Obviously, right now would be a perfect time to go to Meijer because they're doing 10 for 10 right now. So, if you guys remember that YouTube video I did, a lot of the items are $1 each right now. But I kind of did a Facebook post on my Facebook page last night, or earlier, I should say, explaining why Publix and Meijer both have their advantages and disadvantages. I actually have it written right here on my phone, so I'm going to pull it up. And then I will kind of just read it off to you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this and then have it. Alright, here we go. Meijer. Pros. It's affordable. Lots of retail. Great produce. Friendly managers and staff. Great deli. Normally, very clean. Notice I said normally. Some Meijers are better about keeping their store clean than others. M-Perks. So their M-Perks, of course, is their additional savings program. Not everybody knows about M-Perks. It's not required. It does not work anything like the Kroger Plus card system. It's just a great way to earn some extra money. Also, for every a certain amount you spend, you earn an additional couple of dollars off of your how should I say this total bill. Like, say for example, I had built up enough savings. I was literally every $300 or something I spent, I would earn $4 off my next total shopping trip. It was incredible. Every 5 medications or prescriptions I buy, I get $5 off. If I were to let it ride and rack up enough for every 2 or every 10 medications I buy, I would earn $10 off, and just keep going. It's incredible. Sometimes they do special sales where if you buy this or you buy that, you can earn more money off. It's kind of nice. So that's why MPerks is nice. MPerks will also track what you buy, so it will help you know what's on sale. It will allow you to. This is the nice thing about having an MPerks account, period, or a Meijer account, period. It will Meijer will send you coupons in the mail based on what you buy, and in a lot of ways that's kind of creepy. I don't see Publix doing that, but Meijer's different. So Meijer does have some cons though. It's only available up north. What do I mean? So it's literally only available in the following states: Kentucky, Illinois, I think. I know for sure Indiana. Ohio. It's available everywhere in Ohio. I've heard it's possibly available in Wisconsin. And then for sure Michigan. I might have missed a couple, but basically a lot of the northern Midwestern states it's available in, and that's it. And it doesn't go any further than south than Lexington. That's as far south as it goes. I know, that's sad. I mean, come on, Publix is in 8 different states, and most of them are up in the Carolinas. And now it's coming to Kentucky. It's like, really? Meijer has a tendency to be messy. Don't even get me started on that one. Oh my gosh. So, I can't even tell you guys how many times I got asked to go, please clean the men's restroom in the deli at the Florence location. And the stuff that people would do in the restroom. Now, I'm not blaming the store by any means on this. Excuse me. They can't control people's actions. Who can control someone's actions? Like, literally, how would you know if someone did a nasty in the men's urinal until you actually went in there and saw it afterwards? Like, oh, this is wonderful. Let's get rid of this really quick. And that's why they really liked me, because of the fact that they knew I was thorough and I was detailed, and the fact that I did a great job. They want the store to look good. And that's why I said it's not necessarily Meijer's fault by any means. Sometimes people come and trash up the restroom right away, and sometimes Meijer doesn't always have the staff to spare right away to get everything clean. That's understandable. I mean, yeah, Publix obviously will pull people off the front of the line, but Publix also has a lot more staff available. And that's, I mean, if it comes down to it, at least Meijer has better cleaning store than Walmart. And here's one huge advantage that Meijer has over Walmart, which I did not even write down. Meijer takes much better care of their shopping carts than Walmart does. I would say Meijer shopping carts are as in good quality condition as Publix's. Like, literally not even lying. When I was working at Meijer, the moment that a cart would break, it had to be pulled out right away, labeled what was wrong with it, and then it had to be taken out to a cart or a shopping cart repair shop, and it would have to stay there until they had enough carts built up, and then they would be brought back up. The one huge advantage that Publix has over Meijer if the shopping carts is the fact that Publix would hire a vendor to come in twice a year and literally power wash all the shopping carts every single year. And that's something that as far as I know, Meijer does not do. Now, maybe not my Meijer, but I know for a fact that all Publixes have to. Most Meijers don't offer bagging service. It was available in every single store at one point, and then it got done away with, and now they're starting to bring it back. It's in Cleveland, and it's working their way back down. So, give Meijer time; they will eventually bring back bagging services to every single store. You can actually request bagging service; they cannot say no, nor will they. The Florence Meijer is more than happy to bag your groceries and take your groceries out to your car. I'm not even kidding. The short time that I worked at Meijer, I legitimately felt like I was working for Publix, and they knew I worked for Publix. It was in my resume, for crying out loud, and that's why they would ask me, because they knew that I had the experience, and they knew that I was trained on that. So I can understand why they had me do that. Um, this is one that Meijer really can't do anything about. I'm praying and hoping if Publix has enough of an impact on Meijer, that Meijer will start making changes on this. There are no custom made subs available at Meijer whatsoever. Not that I've seen anyway. Um, if you want a sub at Meijer, it's literally prepackaged. That's it. I'm praying and hoping, as I said, that Publix will start killing Meijer in the deli department, and Meijer is going to be like, well, we're going to have to reevaluate our deli and maybe start making our own subs so we can compete with Publix. That's more or less what's going to probably end up happening if Publix ends up having enough impact on Meijer. But time will tell. It depends on how quickly Publix grows when it gets up here, and it depends on how badly Meijer hurts financially. Like, who knows? Maybe Meijer won't hurt too badly, but we'll see. And then, last but not least, I also said that not everything is premium quality. Um, that's something I've definitely learned with Publix. Um, Meijer tends to rely heavily on clearance sales. It's something I've noticed walking around Meijer, especially in the month of January. That's when they have a lot of overstock available. Even their grocery department, I can't even tell you how many times I've walked around and they are trying to constantly get rid of stuff. They tend to overorder by accident all the time. And so they'll intentionally drop prices on certain things like milk and orange juice and try to get people to buy it off of them dirt cheap so they don't have to deal with it anymore. Um, I would also say be very, very careful buying milk or orange juice from Meijer just in general. Meijer tends to sell milk that's not gonna, last much longer. Like, you're lucky if you maybe have 5 days at the maximum. That's why I don't tend to buy milk from Meijer. The one thing I do like to get from Meijer, though, is their chocolate milk. That's the one thing that I do at least enjoy, even their chocolate milk. But I mean, if I personally had a choice, and I hate to say this, Walmart is even a better choice on milk. It's just something that Meijer needs to work on. That's the one thing Publix has always had the huge advantage on, is Publix is good at making sure everything is good. I would say the one thing Meijer does have to their advantage, at least, is their produce department is like way up there. And I think that's the one thing that Publix will have a hard time competing with them on, just because both Publix and Meijer have high quality produce departments. All right, so Publix pros, I said they're always clean. I've never been inside dirty Publix yet, not to my knowledge. They have incredible management. Now, sometimes you'll have that, one manager that's kind of a jerk, but overall, I would say Publix has incredible managers, friendly staff. I personally have never really had any issues with any employees at any other store. I mean, especially the one I used to work at. And then, as you know, all Publixes have baggers available, regardless of what store. And then, of course, they have premium quality. Like, literally everything you buy is going to be premium. Custom made subs. If you guys don't know me, then guys should know right now that I go to Publix for, like, one of my favorite things I should say I get at Publix is chicken tender subs, turkey subs. Oh my goodness. Their chicken tender subs are to die for. It literally is their chicken tenders from the deli, and they're cut up into smaller pieces, and they're put on your bread, and then they ask you what kind of cheese you want. Do you want, like, ranch sauce or buffalo sauce or barbecue sauce, like, mixed with it? You can even get the meat put in a bag with whatever sauce you want. They'll mix it up for you. They'll do it all for free. And then they'll put everything on the bread for you, and then they'll start putting all the toppings on for you. Another advantage I would say that Publix has that I have not yet mentioned yet, if you ever ask them to make you anything from scratch, they're very, very good about that. Anyway, yeah, I really, really like Publix's subs. Like, that's why I went into all that detail. Their Southern Fried Chicken is like one of the best fried chickens I've ever had. Like, a lot better than most fried chickens I've ever eaten. They do have some cons, so unfortunately they're expensive. A lot of that has to do with the fact that they have to pay their baggers. They're not available everywhere yet, but it's a work in progress. They're not normally open late. It depends on how busy the area is. Miami, obviously, they're open very, very late. Um, they're not always affordable. That's why a lot of people would rather shop at Walmart or even Meijer for that matter. I'm sure that Meijer is not worried about it in that sense. So, comment below. Will Publix hurt Meijer financially or no? And otherwise, I will see you guys in the next vlog. And always remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Have a great night. Peace out.